okay? Everybody's deficient. We come into this world deficient. Babies are sick when they come into this world. Liver problems, intestinal tract problems, skin conditions, right? That means we come into this world sick. And if you don't come into this world as a sick baby, you get sick later. Newsflash, everybody gets sick. Somewhere down the line in their life, they will get sick. Is that negative thinking? No. It's reality. It's truth, is what it is. The traps are set for everybody. They're set. You can step in them any moment, any time. That's how this world works. Traps are set, so we fall in them. Walking along, I'm doing all right, and we're in the trap. That's how it works down here. We come in this world deficient because our parents were deficient. Their parents were deficient, and it goes on down the line. We come into this world with toxic heavy metals. Our parents have toxic heavy metals. Their parents had toxic heavy metals. Their parents had toxic heavy metals. We come into the world deficient, fill the toxic heavy metals, fill the poisons, and then we continue to get poisoned. We continue to get poisoned. Pharma poisons us. The chemical industry poisons us. We're live right now. We're live on Telegram, by the way. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Good to see you guys. I'm happy I'm here right now. By the way, I got the juicer out because celery juice is still one of the most important medical tonics you can have in your life. One of the most important medical tonics you can have in your life. This is a medical device right here. You guys, there's a juicer sale right on for the MM900 HDS. I'm mentioning it because after the last sale a couple of months ago, everybody said, hey, where do I get a juicer? And I'm like, you missed the sale. Everybody's asking every day. The sale ends, and then 100 people ask, where do I get a juicer? I don't have much money. Is there any juicers on sale that are the right one or a good one? I'm like, oh my God. And then you got to wait for the next sale. But you guys, important conversation today. I'm going to make some celery juice. Why are you doing celery juice? Why are you doing it? Because it moves the needle. How come millions of people around the world are doing celery juice, getting their lives back because it moves the needle, right? It's one of those incredible tools. It's a medical medium tool, and we're going to talk about it, why it's helpful, why it's helping you. Now, if you don't do your celery juice anymore, you're missing out. You're missing out. It's important to do, especially where we're going. So back to talking about deficiencies, okay, and people being sick. If you didn't come into this world sick, you get sick. Everybody gets sick along the way. Sure, there's some rarities where they don't get sick until they're in their 50s or 60s, right? But those are disappearing. Now we're in a place where everybody gets sick and the traps have been set. The human traps are set. So people stay sick, get sick, have to buy all kinds of pharmaceuticals, medications they got to be on. That's what happens. Everybody's going to have all kinds of inflammation inside their body. They're going to have all kinds of blood clots inside their body. They're going to have all kinds of neurological conditions going on inside their body, right? What's a neurological symptom? Migraines, head pain, neck pain, back pain, dizziness, vertigo, tinnitus, tingles and numbness, tics and spasms, brain fog. That's just a few. That's just a few neurological problems right there, right? And then what about anxiety, depression, bipolar, OCD? How about that? Neurological symptoms. guess what? You can talk to anybody right now, and they'll say they got some symptom if they're honest about it, right? They want to talk about it. But coming up in the next year, 2 years, it's just like symptoms, doesn't matter what age you are. And it's happening already. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? How do you battle the negative with a positive? How do you empower yourself and battle the darkness? How do you take control over your life and battle evil? I ran into somebody the other day. People still think there's no evil out there. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you kidding? There's no evil out there? I ran into somebody the other day, right? Haven't talked to them in years. And they're like, yeah, I'm on this whole thing where there's no one's bad. There's not a bad person out there. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Are you kidding? Yeah, there's no bad people out there. It's the universal balance. It's just, there's a universal balance and the earth is flat too. There's darkness out there. There's evil out there. There's a system set in place to make sure people stay sick. There's chemicals all in the earth's not flat. There's chemicals all in everybody's houses now, just coming in like the Trojan horse. In. Just the Trojan horse is bringing in all the chemicals, loading them up, bringing them into the house, loading them up, bringing them into the house. That's right. You order a package now, doused with chemicals. Warehouses are filling up their warehouses, their fresheners, and scented candles and chemicals. Right? So, there is evil out there. Chemical industry creates these toxic soups and they poison your children. That's not evil? No, that's not evil. So the chemical industry drops mosquito spray on everybody, drops mosquito spray on your children, doesn't kill mosquitoes because they're always there. That's not evil? No, that's not evil. That's just a couple of things. I could go on and on all day, right? By the way, if you just got on here, you guys, the juicer is on sale. It's the MM900 HDS at omegajuicers.com. That's where the sale is. Take advantage of it. It's $50 off. They actually give you a book, and just making a note, I had no part of it. The company, omegajuicers.com, without even telling me, went and got a whole bunch of celery juice books. And they're giving a free celery juice, medical medium celery juice book. And this is packed with information about all the ins and outs about celery, do's and don'ts about celery juice. This is an important book. But that's just a fraction of what's in here. I mean, there's information on how celery juice kills off pathogens, helps people heal with all kinds of symptoms and conditions. They're giving a free book and 2 glass jars and $50 off on the Omega MM900 HDS. Make sure it's the MM900 HDS, the celery juicer. It's the best one there is. Link is in the description, you guys. We come into this world deficient and we stay deficient. Here's the problem. The boat's filling up with water. It's filling up with water. The boat's filling up with water, right? And you're bailing out the water. And it's coming in faster than you can bail out the water. You see how that works, you guys? Right? That's what's happening nowadays. It didn't happen so much before. You can come into the world deficient before, and you can get by. You can get by, and then you have your heart attack. You can get by, I got cancer now. You can get by, and then, but now it's not like that. It's, you're sick with all kinds of crap, and then you have your heart attack. You're sick with all kinds of crap, and then you get cancer. That's how it works now. In the past, deficiencies were you got your deficiency and you ate what you wanted and you did what you wanted and then you just died of a stroke. That was the past, right? Okay? You came into the world, you were deficient, you lived your life, you went to school, you did your job, you got your work, you did your job, you got married or whatever you did in your life or not, and then you're moving through your life and then you get a heart attack. But here's the new way it's getting done now. From here on out, here's the new way. You come into this world deficient, and then you're sick as a child, And then the medical treatments, and then this stupidity and all kinds of stuff. And you just get sicker and sicker and sicker. And then you have a heart attack. But you were miserable for all those years before your heart attack. You were miserable for all those years before cancer. Before cancer. You were miserable all those years before kidney disease took you out. You were miserable all those years before a brain tumor took you out. You were miserable, and that's how it's getting done now. It's not like you live your life, you're born deficient, you don't really take care of yourself, you don't know what to do, no one teaches you. You live your life, you go decades down, and then you get your brain tumor, but you had a good life. It's not like that anymore. You're sick with fatigue, brain fog, anxiety. You got numbness on your body, tingles on your body. You're sick in all kinds of ways. You get your appendix out. You got problems left and right. And then you get all these lipomas. You get all this other stuff. You're sick. And then you get whatever's going to happen. So what are we going to do about it? That's what I want to know. So I ask Spirit of Compassion, right? What are we going to do? And it's like, we do the tools. We bring them into our life. We get medical devices that will probably someday be outlawed. I wouldn't doubt it if 15 years from now, you're not allowed to have a juicer in this world. Your doctor will have to write a prescription to see if you're eligible for a juicer. Okay? Not to mention 15 years down the road, you might not be able to grow your own fruit tree in your yard. Because the forces of evil want to take everything away from everybody, infect them, make them sick and poison them, contaminate them, and then take away the things they need. But right now we have these things. We have the medical device right here. Now we can do something about it. Right? Yeah. They're going to take away B12 years down the road. They're going to take away other things down the road. Fix what you need to fix now. Work on what you need to fix now. Right? And hopefully, the light is fighting for us. And we get to keep things like juicers and B12 and Golden Seal. You don't think they're going to take Golden Seal away? They'll take Golden Seal away. The power, the evil powers. You know what's funny? So let's talk to a person. They're like, there's no darkness out there. There's no bad people out there. Are you kidding? Yeah. When I hear that, I can't imagine what kind of spiritual brainwashing is that? What direction is that? You know? You have to know what's happening around you in order for you to protect yourself, in order for you to heal. You have to be aware of what's going on around you. So you can protect yourself, your children, your loved ones, people you care about, your friends, your family. That's mindfulness. It's awareness is mindfulness. Awareness is mindfulness. That's what it is. Right? And so I'm here to say, let's talk about one of the most powerful ways, one of the most powerful tools to keep your body in check, to give your body back what it needs, protect your body, helping to cleanse you in everything. So we got the celery juice. And every now and then you'll see somebody say, oh, I've been doing medical medium for 5 years. Medical medium for 5 years, it's more like for most people, I found medical medium 5 years ago, and I've been messing around in between. I've been cheating on medical medium information. Kind of like when somebody gets into a relationship. I've been with Jack for a long time. I've been with Jill for 5 years. Yeah, but I've been cheating. I've been dabbling with some other relationships while I've been with Jill. I've been dabbling with other relationships. I've been doing medical medium for 5 years, but I've been cheating, dabbling. I'm still doing, you know, some crazy gut powder that tears my gut apart, and then medical medium's tools have to help fix it. I'm still doing my eggs. I'm still doing my alkaline ionizer water machine, which is the most toxic water on the planet. So then I have to still do my celery juice to counterbalance it. I don't know I'm counterbalancing it. I don't know that's what's happening. If I get sicker, I just assume it's the celery juice. Medical medium for 5 years doesn't mean someone's been doing medical medium for 5 years. They found medical medium 5 years ago. I get it. It's not easy. There's over 1,000 protocols. You got to customize the one that works for you. The information's in the books. I get it. You guys just came on here. Celery juicer, $50 off. It's the MM900 HDS. OmegaJuicers.com. That's where you go and get it, right? And they give you a free celery juice book, $50 off on the juicer, 2 glass jars. Sale is on right now for this juicer. I know a lot of you guys have the juicer and you love it. I love it. You know I'm working with the company, right, you guys? Because it's the best juicer. You know what you'll find in this juicer? Or you know what you won't find in this juicer? You know what you won't find? Metal gears. You won't find metal gears in here going like this. Yeah, I got a cold press masticating juicer. Yeah, oh yeah, but you got the metal gears. Metal on metal. Metal gears going like this. So you're juicing for years with those metal gears, and you're just getting all that stainless steel inside your body. This is a very quiet juicer. Very quiet. In the mornings, juicers are so loud, and this is a really quiet juicer. And that metal does more damage to us, right? The metal gears. If anybody has this juicer, you guys know you're saving money already. I've saved, I don't know, thousands at this point. The juicer's paid for itself over and over again. I know I tell you guys that because it's so cool. I can't help it. I gotta say it. It's the MM900 HDS. If you don't know about this juicer, it's on sale, $50 off. They give you a celery juice book. We come in this world deficient, and we can't put back what we need fast enough. It's being used up faster than we could put it back. You're in a boat. The water's filling in the boat, and you got a bucket, and you're trying to drain the bottom of the boat. The water's coming in faster then you can shovel the water, bucket the water out. We lose what we need inside our bodies faster than we can put it back in. You want to get better? You want to heal? That's one thing we have to know. Right there. That's one thing we have to know. We have to get the things we need in faster than what we're using and how we're losing it, right? Moderation is not going to work. Moderation is not going to fix anything. Moderation is a guarantee to turn into desperation. Do you guys hear that? Moderation guarantees desperation, a life of sickness. That's what moderation guarantees. It guarantees a life of sickness. And then getting into a desperate situation. And hopefully not a desperate situation where you're on your hands and knees and you're praying to God. A lot of people have been there. They've recovered with medical medium information. It's good to see you guys. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be back. We're live right now on TikTok, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. I'm excited to be back right now. Don't add anything in your celery juice. I'm gonna run that by you. No ice cubes, no water, no ice water, no lemon juice, no powders, no supplements. Don't add anything in it. It's an herbal extraction. You're using a medical device, and it's an herbal extraction. That's what it is. So keep that in mind. It's an herbal extraction. Now, this is a cold pressed juicer, okay? And it squeezes so much juice out of anything that you run through it that the pulp is dry. And that is incredible when the pulp is dry like that, okay? Moderation guarantees desperation. That's what it does in the end, right? So, when you run across I've been doing medical medium for 5 years. They found medical medium 5 years ago. I know people that found me when I was in the office while people were filing in. They found me 30 years ago, 25 years ago, and they can say, I've been doing medical medium for 25 years, but in between, they fell off the wagon. There were, too many steak dinners, too much chocolate cake, too much gluten, too much eggs in between, too much pizza in between, too much fat in between, too many bad supplements in between because people just buy bad supplements. They just buy bad stuff constantly. Everything in between. Yeah, they've been doing medical medium for 30 years. Well, how are you doing? How are you feeling since you've been doing medical medium for 25 years? How are you feeling? Well, I'm battling some things, and oh, really? Medical medium didn't work. Medical medium must not work. I'm not going to try medical medium. That person did medical medium for 25 years. No, they found medical medium 25 years ago. They walked in my office, and then they got lost along the way because it's easy to get lost along the way. They weren't doing 32 ounces of celery juice. They weren't doing their heavy metal detox smoothie anymore, or they may not even started it. And they're not doing the recommended supplements, and they're not even doing the protocols for their conditions. But they found medical medium 25 years ago. They're not doing the cleanses. Keep that in mind. You guys, it's fun to be back. They were dabbling. You know what's interesting, though? On another note, check this out, right? There's millions doing celery juice around the world right now, okay? Right? And there's no money being put into advertising for you to do celery juice. Like, there's no money out there saying, get your celery juice and drink it because it can do this or that for you, right? But there's billions going into the apple cider vinegar market, kombucha tea market, all these other things that aren't good for you, nutritional yeast market, millions a week in advertising. Hundreds of millions of dollars a year in advertising so that you actually get brainwashed. You get brainwashed because that's what's happening right now. There's all this money being dumped in to all this stuff. Do you guys know that? Did you know when you see a commercial on TV or something for like apple cider or something or, some kind of whatever? Do you know the millions and millions of dollars being put in by those shareholders? Being by the CEO of that company, by all the executives, by everybody in the company, right? By the owners of those companies. You know how much millions and millions of dollars are going in to teaching you better take this apple cider, you better take this kombucha, right? Well, that doesn't exist with celery juice. That's not happening out there. So it's the dirty secret. This is the dirty secret, and there's an underground on the planet right now drinking this every day. On the planet right now. People drinking it all around the world. It's pure. I'm not just talking about the juice. It's pure. It's the light. Okay? It's the light. It's not like something toxic, like vinegar, something toxic, right? or nutritional yeast with MSG, right? Or something else. Millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars are being put into that to brainwash you. That's dirty. That's dirty. That's dark and dirty. That's what that is. That's not of the light. Because A, those things don't fix anybody. B, hundreds of millions of dollars are being put into it to brainwash you while it's not fixing you, right? That's nasty. This is pure. This is pure. Of the light, right? When you drink this, you can actually be rest assured that there isn't hundreds of millions of dollars trying to brainwash you, being spent every day on television, all over the internet, on YouTube ads to trick you into trying something. This is because people got better and they tell another person. That's what this is. So this is of the light right here. And that's the difference. Think about that. And that's the difference. Please talk about the urine therapy craze. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Doesn't work. It was around forever and never worked. It's a bad idea. And it doesn't work. Yeah. It's actually a ridiculous idea. I've watched it for years. People have poured into my office with all kinds of conditions. They tried it. Urine therapy? Anybody sick long enough, who hasn't tried it? Did it fix them? No, it didn't. But here's the thing. You might do some urine therapy, right? And also get told to do B12 and also get told to, medical meme information, get told to do your celery juice, get told to do other things. And that's the stuff that gets you better. Get told to eat less fat. Get told to eat more berries, right? That's the thing that works. Urine therapy doesn't work. It doesn't. Terrible idea. It's toxic. It's really a bad idea. First of all, your body gets rid of urine, okay? For a reason. We're not supposed to drink it, put it in our ears, put it up our behind. We're not supposed to do that with urine. I know people that are sick, they're going, before they come to me for help over the years, they've been going all around and they're doing urine therapy enemas and they're making themselves so sick, you guys couldn't even believe it. They're putting urine in their ears. A very high profile person came to me years ago for help. They were being guided by a health guru on the health scene that was somewhat known. And that health guru was telling this extremely high profile person with their sickness to do urine therapy. This person was doing it and staying sick. They were putting urine in their ear, drinking it, putting it up their behind, and they were sick. When they came to me, it was a miracle for them. Because that's what they said in their own words. They got on the celery juice. They got on the heavy metal detox smoothie. They knew what supplements to use. They knew how and why. How to use cat's claw. They knew what to do. They got themselves a medical device. They brought their life back. They started doing the mono cleanse and the 369. They brought their life back, and then they couldn't believe how foolish they were that they were doing urine therapy. The details matter. So we're juicing some celery. Just juiced a little bit of celery now, you guys. The MM900 HDS is on sale. It's $50 off. It's a medical device. Okay. Strain your celery juice. That's what I did. I strained it. Here it is. Amazing. You get the celery juice book. That's what they're doing. It's omegajuicers.com. This is the MM900 HDS. When I hear somebody say take control of your life, I'm like, I scratch my head. When I hear somebody like on the circuit or on the scene say, gotta take control over your life, I'm like, okay, empty words. What's behind it? Gotta empower yourself. Gotta take control over your life. Okay. I like where this is going. But how empty are those words? What's behind it? right? Make sure you're doing your coffee enemas. Make sure you're doing your urine therapy. Make sure you're doing your fecal matter implants. Make sure you're doing your vinegars. Make sure you're doing your collagen. And I'm like, you just disempowered yourself. And now you're teaching other people to disempower yourself. There's millions of dollars going into coffee enemas right now as far as to get people brainwashed. There's millions of dollars going into college. Actually, hundreds of millions, $1 billion goes into collagen to brainwash you guys right now. Vinegar, apple cider vinegar, $1 billion a year going into brainwashing you guys, right? Haven't you had enough? Here's how it works. Powers that be, the darkness, loves to use the chronically ill. They love to use the chronically ill. They love to make their life more difficult. That's how it works. And unless you're seasoned, will you ever know? And unless you're sick enough, will you ever know? That's just basically the bottom line. So, you guys, just want to give you a rundown on the sale that's happening, right? So let's talk about the medical device for just a couple of seconds here, okay? This is an herbal extraction. Anybody who undermines the power of celery juice and say, well, it's just a vegetable juice, doesn't understand. They just don't know, okay? It's herbal medicine. When you guys bring it into your body, some incredible things happen. Please know that. This is a big deal. So when you bring that herbal medicine in, know what it's doing for you, okay? So Carol says, why not just eat a stalk of celery a day? Yeah, you can do that. You can have a stalk of celery a day, right? It's healthy to do that. Chop it up, throw it in salads, but it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to fix anything. A stalk of celery is not going to be able to clean up that mess that's in here, okay? You got years of putrefaction going on in here. You got rotting animal flesh in here. This isn't an anti-animal protein thing. You guys know that by now. This isn't anti-vegan either, whatever. It's just about what's in the intestinal tract. You can have years of rotting flesh just sitting on the sides of that colon and intestinal tract, just pocketing all in there. Years of toxins and poisons inside that liver right there, okay? Years of the stomach glands being shot. Here's what happens. You go into your doctor's office, you go into a functional medicine doctor's office. Yeah, you got microbiome problems. It's like, you got low HCl is what you have. You got to get your hydrochloric acid, your stomach glands built back up. That's what celery juice does. You got to get the hydrochloric acid built back up to par so it can clean, break things down, destroy pathogens. But they won't tell you unless they know medical medium information, unless that doctor or functional doctor knows medical medium information. So you go to your practitioner or doctor, and they'll just be like, well, okay, you got microbiome problems. Here, take this, 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 and this, right? And whatever else they'll say. But you guys have to understand, they won't say, well, your stomach glands have been beat to crap for too many years. They're weak and depleted, and we have to bring them back. Once you get that HCl built back up, that's empowerment. That's empowerment. Okay? Because medical medium information is how you get these things sorted out, how you get these problems sorted out. And one stalk of celery is not going to clean all that out and fix the stomach glands and restore them and clean up your liver. One stalk of celery is not going to clean up your liver. It's not going to do any of that. And for you guys who are freaking out about lymphatic systems, right? I'm just going to give you the rundown right here, okay? For the people that are freaking out about the lymphatic system, medical medium doesn't talk lymphatic system. He doesn't talk lymphatic system. That's ridiculous. If you don't take care of the liver, I've written a book about the liver, right? Liver rescue. If you don't take care of the liver, then you can never take care of your lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is just the dump yard for the liver. I don't get it. Okay, do all the massage on your lymphatic system you want. You can do all that. You can do all the, anything you want with your lymphatic system. You can jump on your rebounder. You can do massage. Okay? Lymphatic massage. You can do all these things. But unless you fix the liver and clean it up, you'll just be chasing your tail. You'll chase your tail. And there's only theories about what makes the lymphatic system good or bad or what helps the lymphatic system. It's just theories. Theories that develop from people that don't even know why anybody's sick to begin with. But the tail chasing problem happens. I'm trying to fix my lymphatic system. I'm trying to fix my lymphatic system. What? You got to be fixing your liver is what you got to be fixing, or you're just chasing your tail. That's what you're going to be. You can be like that dog that chases the tail until you got to try to stop the dog and say, it's okay, you don't have to chase your tail anymore. That was fun, but we got to stop chasing our tail. Your lymphatic system's only as good as your liver. Stagnant, sluggish livers is what everybody has. That's how the weight comes on. And the overflow of that toxic liver goes into the lymphatic system. The overflow of that toxic liver goes into the lymphatic system. I have to say it twice. If I don't, because here's what happens. Everybody thinks, oh, the lymphatic system, that's where to go. Hey, I'm talking to this other person about lymphatic system. Yeah, I'm taking this new lymphatic system product right here. So I'm doing, what? Whose lymphatic system product? Like, didn't even know why you're sick and you're taking just a hodgepodge of stuff thrown together. Like a theory. Here's the thing. Medical medium information gets people better because not only does it make sense, but because there's a real reason why it works. You can't clean your lymphatic system unless that liver's cleaned up. Your lymphatic system is your dumping ground. It's your garbage can for the liver. Liver gets overfilled, it gets stagnant, sluggish, and it pours all into your lymphatic system. And you can play with that lymphatic system all you want. But until you do what you need to do, and that's one of the tools right there, can you do something for it? There's a lot of bad ideas out there, okay? And in order to heal, you've got to know how to weave in and out of them, bypass them. It's like driving your car into a pothole. You see, or you see something on the highway like a rubber tire that popped off a truck, right? You see pieces of tire all over the highway with metal sticking out of the tire, right? And you're on the highway, okay? What do? You just run right over that tire, 65 miles an hour. Is that what you do? When you do that, you're eventually going to pop your tire and go off the road and crash and possibly die. So Info is so we don't have to weave, so we can, don't have to just run over those tires. So instead, we can be like, whoa, we got a tire coming. Let's get around it. Whoa. Wait a minute, I was just sold on a whole lymphatic drainage program I spent $3,000 on when I could have purchased a $10 medical medium book and found out that the liver needed to be cleaned up. Let me weave around that tire. Oh, the tire! Boom, boom. Info has street cred. I gotta mention it because it just gets stickier and stickier and uglier out there each year after each year. And the ghouls come out is what they do. Pure and of the light. There isn't hundreds of millions of dollars going into this to get you to drink it every day on television. There isn't anything. Nothing. Just people getting better while people out there are getting sicker and sicker and sicker. Check out the medical device. It's the MM900 HDS, omegajuicers.com. It's a medical device. This is an herbal extract, a tonic, an herbal extract. It's not going to happen by just having a celery stick. Sure. Definitely have celery in your diet. Making a little salad, right? You're making a little salad, you chop up some, you guys, I'll put this on my salad, it's gonna be great, right? You shouldn't be eating tuna fish. You can pop a few pieces in your tuna fish salad, but you shouldn't be eating tuna fish, right? You can definitely have right here, you can have some celery pieces. My dogs love celery pieces, right? But I also give my dog some celery juice. The celery pieces aren't enough. You guys, a couple of notes on deficiencies. We got to put back in the tank. We got to get it back in the tank. It's like that boat. The water's filling in. You can't shovel it out fast enough, and the boat sinks. And right now, the world's getting to a place where they're hitting you on all sides. Yeah, we can just be in denial and pretend it's not happening, and then you step in shit, and then something happens, and then we're in trouble. But they're hitting us on all sides, and that's how they do it. So guess what? This is one of the tools to bring in, get the mineral salts inside the brain. Get the vitamin C that comes from this right here. You know, get the chemical compounds that restore everything. Get the sodium cluster salts that restore your stomach glands. Get the liver flushed out. You get that toxic stuff flushed out. Man, anything's possible. Anything's possible. And most importantly, you kill off pathogens. I've been talking about viruses for 35 plus years. Actually, even when I was younger, right? Okay? Talking about viruses till I was blue in the face. Talking about viruses. Talking about viruses. Talking about viruses. Right? And what are we talking about today? Now we're starting to talk about viruses. This right here, Paul, I love you too, man. This right here is a big deal. People in the next 5 years are going to need those medical medium tools. It's going to be their only chance. It's going to be their only chance. It is. Going to get ugly. There's been a lot of contamination. A lot of contamination recently. People are going to need what works. Love you guys. Guys, I'm heading off to Instagram where I'm censored. And they'll probably just kick everybody off, but maybe not. Maybe today will be good. I haven't been on there in a while, so we might be okay. You guys are live on TikTok right now, Facebook, YouTube. We're live on Telegram. So I'm heading off to Instagram. I'm going to turn TikTok back on. I'm going to turn Telegram back on. I might talk about some different stuff because I tend to do that. I tend to switch it up too. It just naturally happens, and now I'm talking about something else. Okay. I love you guys.